Alright. Looks like we're live. Oh, I forgot to edit the mixer broadcast. Okay, wait for a moment. It still says red alert with Dynamo, and that's definitely not what we're doing here. Save that. Alright. Should be all good now. Pull out the guide here. I saw Connor in the chat earlier. If you're still there, welcome. I gotta ping everybody who's got the Modstream ping. And then I think we'll be good to go. Put my phone on vibrate as well. Because I'm a professional. Alright. So, stream today is going to be focused on... Now, what I'm planning on doing... Can I close this without annihilating it? I don't think so. So what I'll do is I'll put it on my other monitor for now, so it's not here when I'm alt-tabbing. Oh, actually, I should probably put my Discord on here as well. It's a useful utility. What else do we have here? Okay. Stream today is going to be focusing on finishing the task list. I didn't stream yesterday, but I actually was expecting to do so. I just got busy with some family stuff. So I actually did the guards and started the attacks for yellow on that stream. So now we're actually, only a handful of attacks away from the final loop of yellow. And then after that, I'll be moving on to, I guess, orange? Which needs the most work out of all of the single player... I mean, all of the non-single player AIs. All of the enemies. So... I also have to handle state changes for the... well, I think I just need to run a shared vision or something for purple. I already put in the state changes for the attacks for purple and for white based on whether or not you've secured their allegiance based on some sort of death counter. So I should probably just take note of that at some point. Let's delete that note. And we just targeted purple twice, one with harassment attacks, one to do... Oh, you know what? Actually, that reminds me. I have to edit style points. I have to get the image. Can't be that big. It's got to be way smaller. Alright, now if somebody style points me, I won't have that issue. Hopefully. We don't know for sure. Welcome back, Infuriator. How you doing? I haven't gotten a chance to play your map. I actually intended to yesterday, but I fell asleep. But I'll send you a video link when I play it. Probably after the stream, actually, because I was almost worried. Not really, but I was almost worried I wouldn't have enough stuff to do today. No, I was planning on doing a Hydra Dev stream. I'm hoping we can do some mod night in the normal time today, which would be like 14.5 hours from now. But playing your stuff will be useful. Is it just what the first mission, or is there additional content? Hello, Sophia Skylar EX. Welcome to the stream. I make maps for everybody who wants to try them. I don't think Jibarina's played any of my content for a while. That's usually pretty difficult, which may be one reason why he doesn't want to give it a go. I know he's not a huge fan of Brood War compared to some of the other games that he plays. So if he wants to, he's more than welcome to give it a go, but I'm not too sure. Haven't seen him work on too much recently. Do something like short wait here to get them. Yeah, he played some of the older stuff that I've done. Like in Consummate and Hydra. This new stuff is even more challenging, I would say. But it's more fair as well. So I think most people will have a better time with it. But I understand if people don't want to play it just based on the difficulty. It's certainly not as accessible as some of the other custom content out there. What was the problem with the AI not going tier 2 Infuriator? Yeah, you need a lot of resources if you're gonna find any success for the most part. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you for the kind words. I hope that this content will be in a similar position. You'll have an AI ally in all of these maps at the very least if you decide to go single player, so there's that to look forward to. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to keep in mind. I'll probably finish off their attacks right about now. Another thing I was thinking about is I might want to actually go to a loop that's like an end game loop that's less in terms of the attacks because there'll be less resources available on the map. But I figured the AI will just try to satisfy the requests that they have in whatever order. So it should take into account how many resources they have available. Well, at least it was an easy fix here, I guess. Kind of, it's always frustrating when there's just one thing that, one thing that you miss. Especially if you're not really 100% sure why it happened. Or it's something that's, like, not clear. Something vague. Well, let me see what I can... I'll launch a new OBS real quick. I'll see if I can find something. So, take a look at my video settings here anyways. I don't know about anything that would affect colors. It could be. I use CRF instead of CBR, and I use a CRF of 24, at least on this profile when recording. The lower that number is, the higher quality it is, but depending on your CPU, you might not be able to power it. As far as video goes, besides setting it to 30 FPS, I don't think that there's anything related to colors. I don't know what that issue would be. So you might have to look up that issue. Maybe it's something on the support forums or something might have it. Instances of the bigger attacks. Yeah, that's a pretty solid recording bitrate. The 60 FPS issue is that if you're recording Brood War, that's not a noticeable change. It doesn't actually change anything because you're playing a game that's running at 24 FPS. Maybe it does change stuff for remastered, now that I think about it, because that game probably runs at a different FPS. But at least when you're recording 116.1, there's no point in going above 30. It doesn't even technically run at that, it runs at 24. YouTube also downscales all that shit anyways. I'm pretty sure anyways. That's how that works. Could be mistaken. Welcome back, Luciferius. How you doing? Well, I'm not. I'm talking about recording itself. You're not going to feel the recording, regardless, unless it's like lagging your PC or something. There's not going to be any difference. The frustrating thing about OBS is that it doesn't really tell you if the recording is seeing really bad lag. So you might be fine when you're playing the game, but if you go back and look over the video, it could be lagging like hell, and there's no way for you to tell. I don't think that's the case. It doesn't matter with Brood War since the game itself doesn't go above 24 FPS. I mean, you could make it run at 20 higher than that with a hack or something, but it literally increase the speed of the game. The recording just shaves off the half of the frames. If you're playing at 60 FPS and you're recording at 30, the recording just doesn't capture half the frames. Yeah, I don't remember if the science is confirmed on that one. Because I know that like for example, I can see things that are happening at 60 FPS that the recording doesn't show me later on if it's recording at 30. Like that's a phenomenon that's pretty widespread. And once you go up to 144 Hertz monitors, you can also see a pretty insane change in there from 60 Hertz. I can't wait to get a couple of those sometime next year. Yeah, joke's on you. I was only pretending to be retarded. Connor laying down the facts! There's that emoji, dude. Alright, let's do another harassment attack here. Might be a much too aggressive. Yeah, actually. Well, part of the reason why they're attacking so frequently right now, Connor, is that it's a free-for-all, and I have to account for the idea that what might be challenging if you were one player against all of these AI, like obviously that's very different if all of the AI are fighting amongst themselves, also fighting your ally, and sometimes they attack you, you know what I mean? So another thing that I might have to mess around with is making sure that the preparation regions are outside of their bases, but they don't get a lot of static defense until the mid-game, so the player should be able to scout out where their attacks are sourced from. But, we shall see. I think this AI is all set, though. I'm gonna grab him and see what he needs before I package him away. Pop over to here. Testing starts Tuesday next week. You just decided that? What am I looking for? AI. This is Redore's Cross Town. Invalid syntax for point. do it. One of these has a tab in there instead of an enter. Always great. Really? Is HR Overlord not found? Can't believe I missed the Immortal Yggdrasil. I thought you'd give some of the away. Veek7, welcome, and thanks for ending me. Always a pleasure. Just gonna check, see if it's been commented out. On Mixer, people can spend that stupid spark thing that you get for watching streams on random sound bites. So I basically have a soundboard where people can end me as one of the options. That's what this is right here. So we have Caw, Chimp Out, N, Bananer, Shikabam from DK, Zerg here, and Style Point. I'm gonna add some more later on. I wish I could add it to YouTube as well, but unfortunately there's no integration there yet. Thankfully, it still broadcasts to the YouTube stream, so you guys get the benefit of Veek and other such Mixer viewers smashing that end button. Alright, well that's done. Wipe out P8. Well, let's hit Orange's expansions. So I like the idea that I had while messing around with Yellow the previous stream, where I'm actually going to be waiting for a certain amount of threshold of drones before subsequent expansions. So like, the first one is like meant to happen at a specific time in the build order, so that's fine, but we can do that. At least wait, I don't know, 40 drone. And then the same thing can happen here, but with 60. I use Mixer only for soundboard before you do that. Luciferius just chimped us out. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I gotta find a better gift for the chimp out. Do you get anything from the spark things? Basically all it is like, because you... So when you watch or you do a stream on Mixer, you get these sparks over time, and you can spend them on stickers, you can spend them on other such cosmetic things that like appear on your stream, on the stream that you're watching. And there's also the soundboards that do something to that effect. So it costs some sparks to chimp out, to end me, to do all that stuff. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas for additional things to throw in there, feel free to mess about with that. Send that my way. I have some ideas already, but I just haven't had a chance to implement them yet. Okay, so what is his expansion order? Orange Net, P1 Gas Expo. So we gotta add this again. How can I forget Ahmed, dude? Okay, let's get this. This is 21, so that's fine. And then down in this direction, we got 10. Which res area is that? Res area 10, wow. Rare case where it matches up. That's res area 15. Res area 2. Did I even use low grass on this map? I don't think so, not yet. I'm sure it'll crop up in a few places. The decoration is definitely not final. I've been mostly working on just getting the map implemented. Like, I still have to make that dock that Connor suggested on one of the first streams that we did for this. And obviously I have to make the blend for this tile over here. Once I'm really out of AI stuff to do, I'll handle the custom tiles that I need for that. I did make a custom tile the other day that blends this ramp tile with the edge of the cliff, because before it looked like let's see if we can find an example. Before it looked like this, and so I made a custom tile for that the other day, but that was like a quick job. It took me like 5 seconds in Photoshop. So my other concern with the method of the drone up method is that if, so say for example this AI, this orange AI, right, takes the natural here, right, and then even successfully takes this base, right? So say they have 2 bases. Then they get to the 60 drone count from those 3 bases. I mean, they're going to have more than probably 60 from 2 and bases and like the first 6 that come out of the 3rd base. But then they try to take this base, because that's the next one in the sequence. But if this base is taken by the player, by purple, by yellow, by whoever, then the multi-run has no way to account for that, right? It waits until it's not taken before executing. But then they'll never get to the 80 drone threshold and grab this base, even if it's open. Odds are it isn't open if this is taken. But that could also happen in this case where this outside base across the bridge might be available, but this one isn't. And remember that this is the 2nd base that they take. And if player 1 takes this base, then they'll never get to the point where they're taking that one. So that is a case where I wonder if the drone count system, like there's got to be a way to implement the drone count system in another way. It makes sense to wait for drones because you want to be able to say, hey, until you have enough resources, or until you have enough income, you can't justify going out and taking another expansion. You need to protect the ones that you have and drone up on those bases, which makes sense. But I don't know how you reconcile that with the way that this is now. I have to figure out some sort of system that takes into account what bases are actually available to take. This didn't happen. This wasn't an issue when you were just using the generic expand command, because then the AI just picks an available base and goes for it. But then I can't have precise locations of the expansions where I use base layout and where I use guards. So it's less precise in that case and thus less useful. So I'm not really 100% sure how that would work out. So, that is a curious case, man. I guess what I could do is randomly select the expansion. Or take it in this order, but jump ahead if not. So, like, if we did something like... Or expand... we would do... the first drone breakpoint, and then we would say... drone, by the way. You get siege tanks in the first map, so you have them no matter what. Oh, actually, so it's the first one is a 20. So why don't we then just go to are you talking about the original? Yes, in the original you don't you only have, like, in the 1.0 version of Hydra, you only have vultures, and you get 2 siege tanks, but you don't unlock the ability to produce additional siege tanks. You get the 2 that are in that base. In this new version of Hydra that I'm working on, you have siege tanks from the first mission, because they're an integral part of how you play Terran against any race, basically. So I didn't want to beat around the bush with a core unit. Man, this is a real stupid nested thing here. Okay, so... I'm sure I'll develop a better system than this, but this will be my framework here. I am really bad at coding, in case it isn't fucking up. So this would be multi-run. We have bring jump. Yeah, that'll be what I do after this at some point. I don't know how long you'll be up for. I always forget what time it is there, but should be before the end of your night. Okay, so I think we have a functioning system now. What this does is, at the beginning of the game, OR expand is run. It waits for one layer, then it calls OR exp select, and this block cycles through the expansions in the order that the AI takes them. And if there are zero buildings, drones, or SCVs in that location owned by any player, then it jumps to the block of exp1 do, and then returns back to OR expand, where it waits for the next breakpoint. So if that first base is occupied, then they move on to the second one and try to take the second base, and so on and so forth. If all four are occupied, it just cycles through until one of them is available again. And blocks themselves do not persist. So I think this is actually a better system than what I have for anything else. I'm probably going to have to backport this over to the other Zerg and all the other AIs. Which also reminds me, I need to max workers the shit out of this place. Yeah, I can do that. No problem, Imperator. I think I did that last time, but hopefully because I remember Dynamo commenting about it, but I can make that a habit if you want me to do that always, and you can just give me a heads up if you don't want me to do that. So my main gripe with this system is that it requires 3 separate sets of blocks, where you have one block that does the selection, one block that calls the selection, and then a set of blocks that handles the actual multi-running, where I feel like if I had a brain cell, I would be able to lay that out a little bit more intelligently. But yeah, of course, man. So do you think that it's... I know that it's kind of impossible to know, but do you think that it's possible at all to actually make functioning AI in that game? Is it just that people haven't discovered how to do it? Because nobody has really bothered exploring it that much? Or do you think it's just really, really arduous and it's going to be an uphill battle all the way? Because I'm hoping that you and whoever else wants to make stuff in Warcraft 3 are able to find a way to do it by way of, like, just finding some sort of technique-based breakthrough, like a technique that makes it work, instead of relying on somebody to make new technology, because there's not really anybody who does that in Warcraft 3, who does the reverse engineering stuff. Yeah. I was kind of expecting that. Oh wait, I'm just looking for locations. 32, 33, 34, 35. Wow! Very useful. Yeah, and it was mostly because the base game was so unsatisfactory. Oh, wait. This is wrong. Let's try this. And then let me save that. For player 7, I need to do the same thing. So I wasn't calling this. Yeah, I think that system will work out okay. That should be fine. It still follows a set order. It's not randomized per se. You got to do a little bit more fucky work to make it randomized. Like you'd have to randomly jump to OREXP select B or 2 or whatever you wanted to call that, and have a different order if you wanted it to be randomized. So it's doable. It's more than doable, but it's just messy code-wise. It's very inefficient. Location are we doing here? This is 10, I think. Oh, you know what else?
Zerk here.
Zerk here! Ah! Dude, that scared the shit out of me. Yeah, there's going to be predictability in certain elements of the onboarding to let people acclimatize to the map if they're coming in for the first time. Like, the composition of attacks is very rigid. It doesn't change for the first couple of attacks, and then it has a chance to vary depending on whether or not they expand. And then, of course, the endgame loops have a fair bit of randomness associated with the composition. But, angles of attack are random. Expansions are set in terms of their order of prioritization. Obviously, anything can happen otherwise. I guarantee you there's, like, an error in one of these maps somewhere. This is Academy, right? The next one is Armory. What I use after Armory. Alright, that's another quick update that I had to do there. Wait, what? Oh, I have the wrong syntax. God damn it. means I probably fucked it up for everything else too. That's it. I gotta check this. Can I fuck it up here too? That's the academy, so it's... Dude, there are a lot of Zerg here. We might need to watch it. All I'm saying. Yeah, once I'm looking for testers, once I'm getting to the point where I've tested it enough in single player, which a lot of which will be on stream, I'm just going to be looking at the AI timings and making sure that there's no crashes, which obviously can happen if you're coding a little sloppily like I do often. That sort of thing is sometimes bound to happen. So I'm just gonna handle the basic shit of checking to make sure that the AI seem to be behaving appropriately. And then after that we'll be looking for public testing, which will also be done live. Well, most of which anyway. I am tempted to make a really, like, one of the end stage things that I might try to do is detect when... yeah, it's the same. Because even though the collisions are different, the placement boxes are identical. But, what was I gonna say? I kind of want to detect when there's creep in this area, and have Yellow start building creep colonies on Orange's expansions and sunken rushing you, because he does that in the first map. He like sunken pushes the second player And he'll probably try to expand on the high ground, like a proxy hatch or something, to fuck him up. And I would like to have something like that happen here as well. Maybe he, like, sneaks a scouting drone somewhere down here in the back and tries to... Like, there's, like, a chance for him to do that or something. That could be pretty funny if he ends up trying to do something goofy like that. Especially if there's another expansion down, like, behind here or something. I guess it would make sense, but... This feels like there should be an expansion over here, but I kind of want to keep it as just a pathway. So I'll update that later on when I feel the need to. But it would be really funny to see Yellow creep chaining his way down to your base as the Magistrate. Another thing I was thinking of is, if I wanted to wait until an AI hit critical mass and not really care too much about attack timing or whatever, one of the things that I could experiment with is messing around with the, like, basically if they proxy somewhere, place a bunch of guards, make it so that they have to train them from that base, which currently we don't have the tech for, but hopefully iCore is able to make it relatively easily. And after all that, you know, once they hit a critical mass, they can basically get a trigger, essentially, to order them to attack the player. Or they'll like detect when there's that many forces there. They'll wait till they're not having an attack elsewhere, and then they'll prepare an attack targeting this area and fire it almost immediately. Hey, Iquare. How's it going, dude? Long time no see on the stream. Welcome back, man. And yes, there's not going to be a tutorial. The tutorial Ask map is just gonna be the first mission, Wasteland Station. Which does mean that we're at 9 maps, so there's a chance for me to make a new one or maybe recycle one of those unused missions. I was thinking of maybe doing Biting the Bullet, but I might just have to make my own. I'm basically remaking all the maps anyways, so it would be the same sort of thing. It's funny that you asked me that question, because I looked back and read that as I was writing go to idle instead of stop. I will probably start using it in a project where there's less going on with the AI, so that I am able to verify whether or not there's any issues. If there's an issue in Hydra, and it's due to that, the amount of time it would take me to get to the point where I know that that's the problem, I could root that out as the cause. That would take quite a while. Hey, welcome back. My name is Lowell. Hope you have a good day at work, dude. I do live in Massachusetts, as Luciferia says. I've been doxxed. So it's Eastern Standard Time. It's about 7:30 here. A little bit before that. But, yeah, that's mostly it, Veek. I would just say, like, in a campaign where the AI has this much going on, this much overhead, it's I wouldn't advise doing something experimental. And even though that seems pretty safe, that basically is experimental at this point. And it probably is, like I was telling you in the comment section of that video, it probably is just basic, what would you say? It's like superstition, you know? Like, we don't know why we do it, we just do it. Yeah, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning today. I wasn't necessarily expecting to have that be my sleep schedule, but I was pretty busy yesterday and just felt like going to bed earlier. And here I am. Yeah, exactly. I actually don't mind it. Like, I'm usually not a morning guy, but I was able to get a good amount of sleep, felt well rested afterwards, had some breakfast, you know, did all that morning stuff. Listen to Joe Rogan laugh at a black guy. And here I am. The problem with them sharing this space is now I have to track base layout locations for multiple players, and you know they're going to be different because I can't just reuse the same base layout. I can't live with myself if I reuse the same layout for the structures. Ay. What a disaster this will be. I think they'll probably creep a little bit more towards the second player. So they'll probably have something like... Oh man. What a disaster this is going to be. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to color code these just so I don't lose my head. And then they'd probably do something like this. Not letting you Shikabam. You probably don't have enough sparks. Pay up, Buttercup. Shikabam! Oh, there we go. Wasn't it? Yeah, I turned it down. It's also turned down more because when I'm doing my solo streams and I don't have to adjust the audio for the other caster, I have the PC audio turned down by 2.5 decibels for the stream, so it's louder for me than it is for you. Take comfort in the fact that it destroys my ears, even if it doesn't destroy the rest of the stream. said I'd be around 24. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. "27 minutes until style points." You'll be testing out my style points, dude. Yeah, all the neutral buildings are just so that I can track their positions. I would never have this many pre-placed structures, man. I would really shit if this was my life. Making a campaign with this many pre-placed buildings. What a laughing stock that would be. I'm gonna go ahead and convert these over since I know which ones are which now. Yeah, exactly. The hatchery, that would be a good point for somebody to Zerg gear us. Just that idea alone. Jimmy John's only delivering 5 minutes with their stores. Yeah, listen. I don't know what that even means. I don't live in Mormon land. Sounds like you should sue them. Hey Don, welcome back. How you doing? Would be good if SCM Drift had function convert selected buildings to list of base layout command. Yeah, that would be awesome. What I've been trying to do is I've been trying to get SI to add in a context menu for units where you right click and you hit like copy unit. Like over here, there'd be like a button to hit copy selection or copy units coordinates to clipboard. And you'd also have a keyboard shortcut, so you could do like Control Shift C or something, I don't know. And that would copy the coordinates, and then you could come in here and paste them. And that alone would make this way easier. And I feel like it wouldn't be too big of a deal to implement, but I don't know anything about how SI does it. So. 3. Alright, what location is this anyway? So let's select 36. So instead of 10, we're using 36, or whatever the other one. I have to update that for... Iquare, you don't think we have the ability to combine locations, right? It would be really useful for Bring Jump, for example, to be able to do like lock 36 and then have that pipe that combines it and put another location number in there. That would actually be super useful. But I don't think it works right now out of the box. So. It's not exactly... I don't know. Presumably it doesn't work. I haven't tested it. Maybe Nave can hook that up. Oh, okay. Right, because of the way that Python interprets the syntax. You couldn't have, like, location bracket or location pipe coordinates. Or something like that. I guess that makes sense. Unfortunate. I never used the coordinates feature, but I'm sure it would be useful for some niche cases, so I wouldn't want to outmode it. Bring Jump Lock would be better in that sense. Oh, speaking of which, I know you're busy working on a bunch of stuff, but did you ever end up taking a look at making Bring Jump accept the location flags? Like, for example, a location that's only supposed to be on the high ground and not on the low ground? Like has medium and high and low, medium, air, or whatever. Is there any way for you to... I remember asking about that a while ago, but I can't remember what you said in terms of how easy that would be to implement. Oh yeah, that might work out with what you were talking about with the base layout plugin, like where that could do the trick. As long as it sorts it by player and also by unit, so it's like in some sort of order, should be fine. Should do the trick. I don't see why not anyway. Jay Wilson. These coordinates. We should be good to go for moving on to this guy's guards pretty soon. Oh, I forgot to add more drone requests somewhere over here. Does this also have gas, or no, just minerals? Surprising number of expansions on this map have gas. Alright, see you later. My name is Lowell. Thanks for popping in, dude. Have a good day at work. feel like I just had a stroke or something. I don't know what happened. It's crazy. Yeah, so using the MTL plugin, which is somewhere in the pinned section of Newbor, I was able to write in some updates for the upgrade, one of the unused upgrades, in this case upgrade 58. So it affects drones, probes, and SCVs. It makes them carry 12 minerals and 24 gas and 8 depleted gas. So it's a pretty big injection. I might need to tone it down. I have to test it still. It's one of those things that is kind of dependent on each individual project. Or sometimes it's even dependent on each individual map. At which point, if I was trying to do it on a map-specific basis, although I wouldn't really want to do that, I would want to make it consistent across ideally all projects, but at the very least an individual project. I would make it so that each level of the upgrade did something different. So you could go up to like level 10 or so, level 255 probably in terms of writing in specific changes. So if you wanted it to be different for every map, or presumably different for every AI active in every map, you could. And just give that player, level 5 or 6 or 7 of that upgrade in SEM draft. So I think, for example, I've already done that in this particular case for 58. Oh, no, I haven't. Well, good chance to do so. It would also affect players if you gave them the ability to research it or you just gave it to them. Okay, let's grab this. Bing, bing, bong. Where are we? Alright, I think the expansions are taken care of. There's the idea that maybe I should go through and change up some of the attacks that are added in here. Cool. looking good here momentarily. I am looking forward to seeing how this shapes up overall. It'll be a pretty fun map. I certainly hope so, otherwise it'll be a very time-consuming experiment. But it feels like it's the natural conclusion to... or maybe not conclusion, it's probably the wrong word. It feels like a natural evolution of what I've been working on forever. So. Fingers crossed, I guess. Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. That's way out of my pay grade, way above my pay grade right now. I've been so busy with trying to like level up my understanding of AI and level design that I haven't yet gotten into coding. I think he means the ability to take a look at like a plugin for the editor and see how they coded it. But what iCore was talking about, Veek, is making a basically a text dumper. It's an external plugin. You pre-place all of the structures that you want, and then you with this plugin running imported into the Firegraph.exe or something. It basically dumps all of the coordinates. Well, I guess it would dump all of the base layout location, like in base layout code. The syntax accepted by base layout, it would dump all of that. The only thing you'd have to fill in is the town, probably. And priority. Yeah, I don't... Can you actually copy that from the console? I don't think you can do anything with that. Doesn't seem like it. So, that does not appear to be the case. I think your best bet would be to somehow write a plugin that, with a certain keyboard shortcut, generates the syntax for base layout and then puts that in your clipboard. And then you can paste that into a Notepad++ file. That would be like probably if you're really trying to short circuit all the work. But I guess if you wanted to just dump it to a text file, then at that point the modder, the user, could say like I wanted to set up this. You'd be able to just have the program running, and then you'd select bing, bang, bong, boom, boom, bing, bing, bong, and then it would like show you the base layout in that order. Like the order that you selected it in would be the order generated. You could also do that with guards. Maybe you could have like a setup where you'd select either base layout or guards. And you select, a unit in a certain order. That could do the trick, I think. Yeah, and then just generate base layout or guard, depending on what happens there. Yeah, I don't know how up to date that is, or if the... I don't know if the code base is any similar at all anymore. You'd probably have to make a thread on Sen and say, or like maybe post in SI's thread and tell him what you're trying to do. And he could potentially point you in the right direction for that. But short of that, I'm not really sure what you would... Boom, 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 bing, bong. Yeah, I'm not sure what you would do exactly. Bing, bang, bong, bong, bong. I got stuck looking for tile. There we go. Bing, bong, bong. Bing, bong, bong. Writing. Zerg here. Hey, there are Zerg here. Zerg here. Ring, ring, lay some eggs. Nobody ripped that. This song is really easy to bing bong along to. I do it without even trying. Ah. There we go. Oops. Fucking annihilated my microphone. Get destroyed, screen. How many Hydras do I even have? Oh, I mean, oh, this is the Psycho track that bings and bongs. Eventually it like speeds up to 2 times speed for no reason. In a real moment of SMH. I think this is actually. Could be wrong. Yeah, this is definitely it. Style points! Huh! Was the tank still enormous? I didn't even get a chance to look. Thanks, Luciferius, for the style points. Truly insane. Oh, I forgot to put guards. Monger. Golotzi opens his lower, dude. Check me out, dude. Oh, wait. That would be good news if it does. Only when selecting infested turns. But that sounds like you're off to a really good start. I still can't believe you made N or you made infested Terrans your true niggas. That must have been like, that is peak simulation. Were you aware of the N meme before that? Before you made that Mapcraft map? Yeah, that's simulation theory right there. Hey. Hey, Iquare, if you're still around, do you know if it's possible to disable creep entirely, but only for a specific player? I want to disable creep spread for player 11, or one of the other extended players, 9, 10, or 11. So that I can pre-place neutral, like these structures. These Zerg structures, so that I can approximate creep spread without having to go back and replace them with missile turrets later on or something else that doesn't spread creep. I guess I could just remove creep at the beginning of the game, but I think that would also, like, I could remove creep at anywhere, but it would also remove the creep spread by these units, like the actual pre-placed structures, which I wouldn't want, especially if the player themselves are playing as Zerg. So short of making a bunch of extra locations and... yeah, that's what I figured. I was hoping that there was like a simple solution that's a little bit more fire and forget. Well, the editor doesn't have to look... like, it's actually fine that it spreads creep in the editor. That's what I want to happen, because I want to be able to see where the creep spread will be for base layout. But I don't want the creep spread to be there for in-game, when I remove the AI placeholders. I also would like, speaking of which, actually, I would kind of like a plugin that just, like a plugin function in GPTP or A's or something, that just removes all units owned by player 11 at the first frame before they're even able to initialize graphics, let alone spread creep. That would be super ideal. Then I would just place everything for those players, those extended players. But obviously that's like super niche. Having a hard time thinking of unique abilities for your siege units? I would stray away from active abilities and just make it so that there's certain behaviors that modify how the AI are... assembled. Yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't want to do it for player 12 anyways, but for player 11 or something, like, that's an instance where it's not actually necessary to preserve the what would you call it? You don't need to preserve their units, I don't think. Well, that makes this all taken care of. I just need to do the attacks for these fellers. If only weight build worked. SMH. thinking. Thinking. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do about the heroes. Okay, thanks, Cycler. I appreciate that. Which player did you decide to add it for? Is it part of GPTP? I'll swap over all of the units to whatever player you decided to remove. I'm sure it'll take me a while. Oh, actually, I think I can just sort by owner, right? Aside from the geysers. Maybe what I should be doing is... Bing bong, bing bing bong. Oh, I have some mineral fields selected. No! You fucking... Oh. Oh. I did it, guys. A buffer? What does that buffer look like exactly? Which one are you trying to use? This is what they cost, so if you have at least 1,500, you should be able to use everything. You have 1,300 and can't use banana. Veek's trying to write a plugin that dumps base layout and guard syntaxes to text when selecting units in SEM draft. Ah, shit. Okay. What player are you removing them in? And do they still spread creeper now? Tried with creeper. Dude, let a man have a banana. I don't know, man. I've never seen that before. Try refreshing mixers, see if that does it. Didn't somebody banana me earlier today? No, doesn't look like it. Veek end me, no banana yet. We just had a chimp out next time. Huh. I wonder if maybe I have it set to the wrong amount in something else. Let's take a look. No, bananas cost on both the client and on the website are both the same. And people were using it before. That is an illness. Why does that exist? So that was at 1,500, I guess? You did 1450. Huh. Maybe you need a bank of 200 no matter what. Yeah, so it's not like it took the wrong amount. When you hit 500, try crowing. See if it lets you immediately. Yeah, that's very strange. How long have we been going so far? Just about 2 hours. Cool. I like it. I'm actually going to take a quick break, use the bathroom. And we're back. Now where am I here?
There are no more barriers to cross.
Oh shit, my
All
Edge
I have in
playlist is
common
on.
with the uncontrollable, and the
Fuck
insane,
yeah.
the vicious and the evil. All the mayhem I have caused, and my utter indifference toward it, I have now surpassed.
Perfect timing, dude.
My pain is constant and sharp, and I do not hope for a better world for anyone.
At 6?
In fact, I want my pain to be inflicted on others. I want no one to escape. But even after admitting this, there is no catharsis. My punishment continues to evade me, and I gain no deeper knowledge of myself. No knowledge can be extracted from my telling.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Has meant nothing.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with anything that is easily accessible in GPTP. I mean, I would think that there's got to be something in Initialize, maybe, or Game Hooks that calls that sort of info. Oh, right. Well, I guess I'm just a Mongo. Stupid and his Mongo food. Cool. Bing bong bing. Bing 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 bong. I just realized another flaw with the system is that once it gets to the point where it calls CHEXP select 3 times, then it won't loop. Hey Viper, welcome to the stream. I'm actually working on a custom map for StarCraft, so that's why I threw StarCraft in there. It's a remake of the original campaign. New AI and new level design and all that stuff. Yeah, that's very bizarre, Luciferius. I'm not sure why that happens. Very strange stuff. Oh yeah, let me import this real quick before I forget. Oh cool. I went in without any issues. Yeah, man, I think it's pretty much the best RTS. I haven't played anything that gives it a run for its money just yet, though I haven't played all RTSs, so can't exactly claim that with beyond a reasonable doubt. Maybe it just loops after it ends instead of just stopping them. That feels kind of goofy, but... Oh, I guess what we could do is like CH expand loop. Just jump it in here. And then wait around. Yeah, I think that'll probably... Trying to solve, like... I'm so used to not needing to solve these code-based things. I still have not cracked that that whole bit yet. But. So we'll do this for yellow as well. I'm actually kind of curious to see what these look like, so after I finish compiling these two, and I guess I should probably do the same thing here. Oh man, it would have been probably nice if we could set our spire location. I guess I never compiled this one. Would have caught that before. Yeah, this one hasn't been finished. Times did I type LCO instead of lock? I must have been really sleepy when writing this one. Okay, let's just Just 3, of course, the magic number. Oh, the XP town wasn't finished. Probably because I didn't feel like stacking this stuff, so I guess we'll do that. Put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's the new Jacobs installation going to look like? Yeah, it will be macro. I'm gonna add I'm gonna basically turn the installation tile set into something that works with macro, so that you can build inside it. There's going to be resources there. I'll probably reskin the minerals for that particular tile set. Ideally, I would do it for all tile sets, but at the very least, that one should probably have something like that, just so that it looks a little bit more reasonable. But, yeah, I probably wouldn't need too much editing to fit in there. Into the space tile set as well. I'm excited to get to that one. It'll probably be smaller scale than the maps that came before it, but I think that it'll still be neat on its own right. Let's just start. We gotta do the deaths reset, set 0. This is 2, so armory blank. I'm sure I forgot it here. Oh, I actually did. Did I already do that? Yeah, I'm gonna be playing later on in why is this not valid? Well, I'll at least be testing the AI. I don't know if I'll be playing myself, but I guess we'll see. What was it complaining about here? Must be a number. So I just have the wrong syntax. Good thing I have this handy dandy reference sheet. Yeah, so it's just one off. Bing, bing, bong, bong. I'm actually trying to fire this stuff up right now, believe it or not. What did I just do? I thought I pasted the script into wrong thing. I'm trying to get this script just basically operational. So that I can fire the AI up and take a look at what they're doing now. This is a condition that will never be satisfied, but that's intentional. 501,000. Oh, this is reference to that, because I was paying attention. Alright. So, let's see what we can do here. Now that this has been imported. Gotta love when the hotkeys don't work. Control or keyboard shortcuts, whatever they're called. Almost said control groups. Trying to hotkey my real life. Oh wait, did I disable cheats? I did. I have to trigger share vision so I can see what's up. I never understood the lyrics to this song. It's pretty hilarious. We turn off the music. Of course, I'm not running AI for those players. Even better. Let's do 6, which is... You updated defense / update request enable added for A's. What was update request? Are you talking about replace unit or whatever it's called? This is chestnut, bird. So we have players 4 and 5 as enemies. Oh, and player 3. 6. Oh wait, what? Yeah. 7 is orange. The last time we've actually fired up this mod was before I wrote any of the Zerg AI. That's pretty crazy. Close off. Is that the right script? Oh, okay. Let's check these guys out. See how they get around. Oh, those guys are too busy being pranked. Oh, they're fast layering like they're supposed to. So far, so good. So far, no stacks. Oh. The creep does not appear to be receding at all. And I'm not sure why. I couldn't tell you. It's pretty funny. Alright, we got a fast expo out of this. Hey, you're under attack! Oh! Get destroyed. Oh, he's rebuilding correctly. Hey! Thank you, Stukov. I don't know why you're here, but you're a real friend. I don't know why Chestnut isn't working today. Oh! We got a crash. That seemed like it was trying to print a debug message, too. I don't have the latest version of A's, so I don't even know if that was written in properly. Why is this script not working? Did I never add it? I didn't. I did add it, didn't I? Let's try that one again. Since when did a mission have 7 fucking players / AIs? No, what are you talking about? Here we are, dude. That's how it is. Welcome to Hydra, dude. Oh shit, I just realized the creep here is probably annihilating poor purple. Let's rescue him from that cruel fate. Ding 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 bing bing bong. I don't know how that works out, but it does. I mean, I can get rid of creep, but it's permanent forever. I don't want that to be the case. So, all right, Chestnut's working now. Listen, man, if you think it's so easy, I challenge you to go figure it out, and then you can share your results with the rest of the class. Yeah, I'm all set with that. Ah! Luciferious end me, dude. There's not even any infested command centers here yet. That's Chestnut's job. Hey, he's trying to build there, dude. Get out of the way. Oh.
Zerg here.
There are Zerg here. Dude, he's trying to build something there, but the egg is getting in his way. And now it's back in his way. I think that's supposed to be a spawning pool. Yeah, I didn't think the egg would be in the way, dude. I like how he just gives up after. He's like, fuck this. Oh! Oh! Quick, do it now! Oh! He did it! Dude, I'm so proud of him. Zerg here. Check that out, man. Hopefully the Unimover can eventually ignore eggs and larvae. I think it already ignores larvae. Well, I don't actually know if that might have been blocking The egg might have actually been blocking legitimately. Yeah, AI does that. This one was not as competent in that department. Forgot to ally myself to Sarah. The AI really doesn't like building a barracks right here, Iquare. That was the other issue that I was running into. Right here, and then I think right here as well, it doesn't like building it. I don't know why. Oh shit. Look the fuck out. Yeah, why is the creep not receding? It must be just taking a really long time, because it's all one connected mass. Alright, our first expansion is here. Oh! I want to see that happen again. Gotta kill the creep tumors. It seems that way. Slurp. They don't seem to be guarding for whatever reason. Unless they have them borrowed or something. Oh, you know what? I actually didn't ever tell them to get borrowing. And there's that weird conspiracy theory. Hey! Stop teleporting. They're teleporting into their colonies. They're trying to build more colonies. And I think they just don't have the creep for it or something. Well, that's obviously not true. They definitely have creep. I don't know why they're doing this. What is the third colony that Destin's supposed to do? I think it's this one, right? Why aren't they just doing it right here? Aw, now you're stuck behind there, you moron. Why would you do that to yourself? Bang, bang, bang. What a disaster. Yeah, they don't, they're not sending that many guards over. They are get old peoning, but they didn't send any guards for some reason. I wonder if it's because of farms timing? Wait, which one? This is yellow, right? They all have farms timing. I wonder why they, aren't doing it. That was weird. I don't know why they did that. Bing. Oh shit! Look at that creep recede. Holy fuck! That's like blight receding or something. That was crazy. Oh, hello. Oh, oh shit! Orange is drone rushing. He's hacking. Wait, where's he going? Excuse me? They are definitely hooked to the wrong resource area there, buddy. I guarantee you I know what the issue is. So it's Town 14, but the... Oh, Brood War crashed again. Yeah, I just have it hooked up incorrectly. Let's go back to orange. And... again. Dude, I thought he was like drone rushing somebody. This is spooky. Yeah, there's still some weird stuff happening with the... I don't know, with some of this. You know what I am going to try, actually? Is I am going to, in Chestnut script, call, like, remove creep. Anywhere. Let's see if that has any adverse effects. Just for the purpose of testing it. And I guess I'll pop in the latest version of A's just in case there's some issues. Well, no, the latest version doesn't have the unit mover, right? So I guess I can't. Although, iQuare sent me a more up-to-date version. Oh shit. I think it might have some adverse reactions, guys. Wait, how the fuck do they even have... How does this guy even have larvae? Alright, we can't do that. Looks like creeper seeding done starts if hatcheries are removed by script. And that would just remove hatcheries deployment. Yeah. Well, they're being removed in triggers, but I know what you mean. Wait. Import this Shizer. I haven't seen any stacking of structures yet this run, so there's that. I don't know what the crash is though. Odds are it's one of the expansions being created without Start Town. That would be my guess. Like if we do one town, HP 2 times. It seems to be working there. Ah, check this out. Oh wait, no, that's this town. That's not even... Not there. Maybe it's in one of the other AIs. Is there a third one? That'll do it. But that wasn't called at that point, so it's probably one of the other AIs. There actually is no EXP4 town. How is this AI even in the game? Units are created for the extended players no matter what. I tried that earlier and it didn't work. So since I'm using all 8 players in this map, I can't do that method, unfortunately. But good idea. I don't think any expansions are even done. What would be the problem then? I have no idea. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I'll take another look at it in a moment. Are the expansions not even here? would swap P8 with P9. Yeah, but I'm using all 8 players, so I can't do that. You can't use the extended players. Player 9, 10, and 11 in-game. They can't run AI scripts or have triggers execute for them. Trust me, that would be really nice. That would be fantastic, in fact. What is next? Plateau. 15. Oh, this is commented out for some reason. Probably because it doesn't exist yet. Whatever. There's got to be a hotkey for opening up sign and replace it. Alright, what do we have here? Only 3, so we can take out this. Some gay music, guys. I apologize. Alright, I'll see you later, Luciferius. Thanks for tuning in. What is the expansion order? East, P1, 4th, P8 main. So this is... By east, it's this. We can do 32 for the location there. And... Oh wait. Fuck. East. It's this. I don't know why I didn't just say P2. This should be... What area is it? 13. This is Rosario 15. Location 11. That's 13. This stuff up. It is obviously 8. Location 23. 29 and 30, I believe, for these locations. I don't know how that would possibly fix the crash, though, so we probably still have that somewhere in there. So I will have to take a look at the address. Unfortunately, I am a monkey man, so I don't even know what to do with that information. Oh, I forgot this. So I'll have to rely on the magical eye clear. Let's fast forward till we hit that point. You want me to just DM this to you, Iquer? Or I guess I can just post it in the chat. Access violation. These res areas are going to change like an insane amount once I change up the resource counts in them all. Although I guess I probably won't be doing that too much. Whatever, it's trivial enough to resolve. That real quick. Yeah, I saw that you had DM'd me again. I'll definitely be grabbing the updated version. Thanks for the heads up. Wait. Huh. I didn't realize they would overlap basically 1-to-1. That's pretty kooky. At that point, I might as well have just made dirt blending structure. I already have the PSD for that somewhere. Hey Senon, welcome to the stream. I am a map editor, yes. I'm a map editor, modder, scripter, whatever you want to call them. Dude, I can't paint over the spikes. Crashes while adding build requests. So it seems like it would be an issue with lack of start town in an AI thread, but I already checked all that and I didn't see anything. Spikes are an important part of this this terrain, okay? Imperator, you can't just paint over them. You don't understand. These pixels that we're looking at here are older than you. Not even true. Unless you're 14, by the way. It tries to read value from non-existent town. Yeah, most of the people that I meet in modding these days are early 20s. I think I met Necron when he was 19 or something. Or maybe not, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Do you know which player it was running for, iQuare, or do you have... I don't remember if you could even check that info. Nope. I don't even know what that means. You mean like it displays the commands that are being processed? If he got it from Nave, I don't think Nave knows that Necron and I don't talk anymore. So... I only know what UED commander tells me. Sounds pretty useful. If you want to send that over, we can use it here. Track down the pesky troublemaker. I mean, just knowing which player it is would be nice. But I can just disable one script at a time to see who's crashing. Are we almost done here? Thank God. I'm losing my mind. Carpal tunnel. Real question is, which one of these are identical, basically? No one of them is. The first one can be done away with. Structure. Well, now we have those. Whenever I feel like adding that to the tile set. Alright, so... Thank you for DMing me those, Zyquare. I'll take a look at them. Maybe we won't have to mess around with anything too kooky then. That ends up working out. Limits? Is it AI debug? No, it can't be. Because it would have given me an error. Well, I can't actually use this iQuery because it doesn't... Presumably it doesn't have the latest A's builds. It actually replaces A's. At least according to Firegraft. So... it won't be useful in this case because... the AI just won't even get to the same point without the unit mover. It'll hang up a billion times. So I'll just do the old method. But that will be useful once we get it added with everything else. Well, actually, hold on. The one AI I didn't check was this. But I don't think there's ever a point where it... Is there a point where it expands? No. Okay. Just want to make sure. We'll set them to human anyways, just to be sure. Set them to neutral. What a reasonable experience. Alright, it still happens. Find the problem somehow. Eventually. Seems like it's player 8. Just gonna verify that by only having them disabled now. Because it might be a bunch of the AIs. No, it's not. Yeah, definitely player 8 then. Look at his script and see what's screwing us over here. About not 10K frames. It feels like it would be an expansion issue. Oh, you know what? It's probably this bridge post. I should have fucking known. It's the one thing that was different. Sorry about the Wild Goose Chase iQuery. That was really silly of me to not have realized that. Because I forgot that they have this as a separate town instead of a part of their main. My bad. annihilated. Yeah, I'm not sure why. It's pretty annoying, actually, if that happens that way. Oh, shit. Ahmed, no! Oh, shit. He's a warrior, dude. Ahmed's a survivor. Let me get all up in your drones, nigga. Now he's dead. Hello, you're under attack, you idiot. I'm glad that they didn't build their lair on their main. Makes a lot of sense. Is this actually how I laid this out? No. So something's bugged. It looks like they didn't want to build their evolution chamber in that exact... Where this hatchery is, actually, is where the evolution chamber is supposed to be. A little off to the right. They didn't want to put it there for some reason. Spire's in the right place. They didn't... Yeah, their colonies are all fucked up, too. Or at least... They're putting them in the most bizarre places. Alright, see you when you get back, computer. They're supposed to have 2 colonies here. I don't know if maybe they just haven't gotten the request for the other one. It's hard to tell if that's in the right spot. I think it is. It should be up more, though, I think. It should be up more by 1. So this being down 1 destroyed one of the hatchery placements, which then resulted, presumably, in the evolution one being kissed. I haven't really seen it yet. Holy fucking nut. Shit. Hi. Ahmed, you beast. It's not very nice of you to annihilate people like that. I wonder if maybe the guard requests need to be higher priority, because I don't see... I see the Terran ones having fine amounts of units, right? But the Zerg players seem to be refusing to build guards. Wow, this Zergling is doing a little jig. Like, we have some Zerglings over here, but not much. So they don't seem to have anything on hand.
Report for duty. Finally. I'm all over it.
Set that up.
I'm gone.
Zerg here.
Ghost report. I'm gone. I hear that. Never know what hit 'em. I'm all over it.
Ah, shit, I couldn't
Never
fuck him
know
up.
what hit 'em. I'm all over it. I hear
I
that.
probably could attack them, though. They don't seem to have anything.
I'm all over it.
Yeah, now they're building defenses. Very strange.
Call the shot. I'm all over it. I'm gone. Never know what
Get him, Stukov, before they infest you.
I'm gone. I hear that. I'm gone. I'm all over it. Never know what hit 'em. I'm all over it.
Hello.
I hear that. I'm all over it. I hear that. I'm gone.
Catch-up army, by the way. Yeah, see, now they have got units, because I attacked them. But they refuse to build them according to their script for some reason. Oh, Zerg here. Dude, there's some Zerg here. I mean, even though it's clearly not functioning as exactly as intended, it does look pretty cool to see the AI sort of, you know, build all their shit. These sprawling towns. Yeah, this is fucked. This is not this is not looking right. Guys, you kind of screwed this entire town up somehow. What a disaster. Fuck him up! Ahmed Army! Oh shit. Massacre. Chestnut seems to have hung up somewhere down the line. Maybe due to the base layout issues. He might be waiting for a structure that he's not getting. He has a Queen's Nest, so I don't know. He's not upgrading though. Something's definitely busted. I'll take a look at him later on. Fuck him up, dude. SUV's getting stuck on everything, as usual. Ding, ding, dong, dong. Annihilated. Oh. Maybe it's the money? Yeah, they have no minerals. Holy shit. They should have way more drones. That's one of the reasons why they probably have nothing. I guess I have to up the ante on the drone requests. Chestnut seems to have an okay amount. He's got plenty of money. He hasn't been spending any of it. That's probably one of the reasons why. What about you? No minerals, of course. No drones. More drones over here than you do in your main. What happened? Oh, no crashes at the very least, so that was cool. So we'll try increasing the priority of drones in these bases. I actually never requested more than 14 drones, which is probably one of the reasons why those guys got so screwed over. Also, how many resources does Yellow have? Yeah, so he should have 30 drones. Max requested. Let's do 18 plus. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. That's okay for him though. We get 27. Max efficiency. It was like 90, or 39 rather. I feel like something must have gotten commented out in his script or destroyed. Ahmed is Hero Firebat in a comedy project I made a long time ago. So every Firebat is Ahmed. It's just an inside joke that's basically spread to the entire channel. broken. So I should be looking at. Oh, I forgot to update the priorities of these, I think. Really? Good prank, dude. I never put in the fucking love bunkers commands for this. Wow, I was really lazy. No wonder they just idled them. Let's take a look down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 27. This should be 80. Bing, 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 bong. Wow, I can't believe I was that lazy with this area in particular. It's pretty crazy. Pretty kooky. Oh yeah, Chestnut still doesn't have any attacks. I forgot about that. Let's see if they fare any better at resource management then. I only have 10 drones so far. Already received their 30 drone request, but I don't see any drones being trained. Holy fucking drone, just pull everything from the hatchery, why don't you? You know you need money, right? Yeah, they're not building that many drones, unfortunately. I count like 11 or 12 in the main. 9 or 10 in the expo. What a disaster. They somehow managed to fuck it up more than before. Wow. So maybe I just need to up the request priority completely, like to an absurd degree. So that all worker requests are like 200,000 or something. I don't know, man. It says out of 12, which is really bizarre, and this is out of 9. But they should be telling themselves that they can expand, or they can expand their worker count. Like I have max workers 255 in all of these places. Maybe 255 didn't work though. Maybe that was a bad one. Maybe it's like 200. See if that resolves the issue with yellow. Because if he's only able to get 12 at that resource area, that's obviously not what we want. Oops. Yeah, now he's got it out of 200 at least. That'll work. There's the request for 30, but I don't see you fucking using it. He's still at 8 though. Like, where is the rest of them? You have 30 requested, motherfucker. Also, they're taking this area way too soon because their layouts are all fucked up. Now they're at 18 at least. Yeah, it looks like it just takes them a while to get to that point where they can comfortably build them because of priorities. But as long as they're... I mean, this certainly seems to be working better. Although they're still not building more units. But looking at their resources, they seem to have plenty. Clearly that's not working out for them, so... Or 255 is not working out as it should. So... It's probably like it has to be 254 or something goofy. I'll just quickly replace them all. Whoa. Yeah, goober. Can't do that to me. Alright, let's give it another shot. And I think we can pack it in for now. Oops. Hey. Everybody should have plenty of workers once they exist in the comfort of that. So besides purple being fundamentally fucked in terms of base layout, we do have... The idea was that yellow would be the guy to essentially get annihilated whenever necessary by a variety of different players. And so it, I think, makes sense that he's the one that is receiving the brunt of attention from purple, and occasionally white as well. I think white has a lot of workers. Let's take a look. Wow, 28. It's almost like that's a respectable number or something. Look how fast he's fucking mining out with this. Look at that. He's got 5k, dude. Check him out. I probably... If you can get the AI... Oh, there's stacking structures. If you can get the AI to actually get the right number of workers, you probably don't even need to have them cheat with money. That's a ridiculous amount. Let's check these guys. He's got close to 18. He's still only got 8 on the expo. Check in with orange. 27 in the main. Only 12 here, but, you know. He's getting there. Meanwhile,
Your forces are under attack.
16 and 21. I would prefer more in the main. 18 in the expo isn't bad for mineral only. I didn't even bother checking to see if 18 might be. Wait, how many does he have requested? Rather, 22. It probably has something to do with the fact that. Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh, destroyed. Shit's happening, guys. 27 in this area. They're all just spinning because they fucked themselves up or whatever. Okay. So purple isn't expanding because he doesn't have the requests to. I don't know why yellow isn't expanding more. He clearly has the threshold of workers now. He's got 20 here and 20 or 30 there. So he had like, you know, above 50, above 40, which is the requirement. Oh, fuck! Who will prevail? Fastest possible AI spin. Bye. Oh, shit! Hi. Well, looks like purple's annihilated. Oh. We got some guards over here, which means they are successfully seizing that expansion. Or they're trying to, I think. Yeah, there it is. Hi. Excuse me. Coming through. Bing. Dude, white is not having it. He won't go down without a fight. Look at his supply depots, motherfucker. Look at all these depots. He's got a barricade. He's a man. What is he doing? Why does he have so many depots? Well, see you later, AI ally. Kerrigan died. Got flanked by orange. White will hold out. He will destroy these people with defense only because he doesn't have any attacks yet. Obviously, Chestnut's not attacking either. Well, this is quite the experience, actually. Also, Iquare, again, if you're still here. I actually wanted to ask you at some point if you think maybe there's some way that we can get these AI to like suicide and unrequest their workers. Like, you could do it in a really weird hackneyed way where you could remove requests however many SCVs or something, like 27 if you had 30, once the mineral fields were gone. And then just keep 3 mining gas. And then send the rest of them on suicide somehow. I don't know how you would do it. But I would prefer that they like actually get rid of them. Either they kill them themselves or they use them to scout or something. Because obviously it looks pretty dumb and it also clogs up their supply. And in cases where there's no refinery, they just sit here and block pathing, as you can see. So that's not particularly stellar either. Oh, shit. Orange never expanded down here for some reason. That's even the very next location that he's supposed to. Hi. Oh, maybe they do have attacks. No, I think those were just defense units. Yeah, those were just defending. You know. Happens. Alright. Well. It was fun. So with our task list, we've taken care of 7 and 8 entirely. We've also done a couple of systems related to expansions, which were really good. Will be foundational for the future. For Player 6, we still need to... Well, for Player 6 and Player 5, we need to do attacks and guards. Player 4, we need to do expansions. And for Player 3, we need to do basically everything. So the next stream that we end up doing will probably be that. At least these bottom 3. Continuing to work my way backwards into the whole ordeal. And then we'll have a functioning map. And I think we will be in a pretty good situation at that point. So for the public version of the map, obviously I will be annihilating all of the pre-placed units. I'll just delete them from the map and save a copy without them. so that we don't have to worry about the creep or anything like that. But otherwise, I don't think that there's any other steps I would need to take. So, looking forward to getting this tested at some point. I don't know when the next Hydra dev stream will be. I know I'm going to be busy later on this weekend with Red Alert with Dynamo, probably Saturday. And I know that there's probably going to be like a Monday stream or something. Maybe even a Sunday stream, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But I will let you guys know. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging. And you know what I'm saying?